Yeah, and someone who knows all about this hike, Kevin Cherilla, president and co-founder of the K2 Adventure Foundation. He's joining us now with more. Your insight is fascinating. You've done this trek yourself.
I have. I climbed Everest in 2007.
So give us an idea for folks who may not understand. There's a very short window in which you can hike.
Right. When you hear about a climbing season on Everest, the climbing season is April and May. People arrive in early May to mid-May at base camp, and then they start working their way up the mountain. And by law, on the south side in Nepal, where most of the incidents have happened this year, you have to be off the mountain by June the 1st. So technically today, the climbing season is over in Nepal.
So you were saying that where you would normally have several days, maybe a month, is it, to summit? This year you've had 5 days?
Yeah, so typically there's about 20 summit days that are possible on the mountain if the weather is good. This year there's only been about 5 days of good, days to summit. So the issue is when you have all these people on the mountain, everyone has the same weather forecast, everyone's positioning self to summit on the good weather days. So this year, since there were so few good weather summit days, you had these backlogs of a lot of people trying to reach the summit.
It is kind of wild when you think about it. We're looking at some of your photographs. Great job, by the way. You've went up Mount Everest, right? You've hiked.
I did. I just got back from Mount Everest 3 weeks ago. These are photos of our one of our clients, Frank Campanero, who reached the summit just yesterday, and he's back down safe and sound. And Nepal is such a great place because we've been going there for 18 years. We've led a lot of people into Mount Everest Base Camp.
Yeah.
Frank is our first climber to go to the summit. And we also give back a lot. We give back to, we've built 4 schools. My business partner, Kristen, and I have, along with our board of directors, have built 4 schools in the Khumbu Valley for these kids that just want to thrive in education, and we've really helped them out.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
Having done this trip yourself and sending clients up there, when you see the images that we have been seeing this week, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that have to change on Everest. You know, the Nepali government has a certain job to do. They issue the permits that are given out. Then you have climbing companies. Some are very reputable and some are just fly-by-night companies. And what they do is they get these clients that think their qualifications are a lot better than what they really are, or there's people that just because they can pay for it, like a hobby or a recreational sport, they think they can go climb Everest. And I saw firsthand just a few weeks ago, people that are so inexperienced and should never be on the mountain that are there. And these companies that start up and maybe for a year or two last, they just take people's money. And when you get this inexperience on the mountain, it causes a lot of problems. And what I mean by inexperience, I'm talking about if you don't have years worth of skill building to climb a Mount Everest and go to 29,000 plus feet, you shouldn't be on the mountain. If you can't put crampons on your boots or use the gear the way you're supposed to, you shouldn't be there.
Talk about that a little bit, preparing for a hike like this.
Yeah, you know, I was a climber for 18 years before I even thought I was ready to go. It was a boyhood dream of mine to go, but as a company, if you're going to come to us and say we want to do a trip with you, we're going to evaluate you. We're going to ask you questions. Where are you health-wise? Where do you stand physically? Where are you at mentally? When you go climb Mount Everest and you have to be there for 2 months, you have to be mentally prepared for that. So all of those things go into play as to who should be on that mountain. But it comes down to the climber themselves. They have a responsibility. The guide companies have a responsibility. If you come with us, you're going to know every single thing before you even step on that mountain.
Yeah, wow. Kevin Cherilla, thank you so much for
thanks
coming in.
me.
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
all of your insight.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.